Hello, mates. This is Discovery Scouts, a Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Welcome back today on my channel today. This is my YouTube channel. So today is Wednesday on what March 22nd, 2017 today. So I'm just listening to Tony's Tony on Instagram live today on 19,976 more today. 19,000 more will be 1,000 more to go on today. It's at about 20,000 subscribers today on Tony Tornado's Tony Tornado and Tony Tornado's vlogs, and 1,312 a day as from the Crazy Boyfriend, Crazy Love, then managing today. So I just listening to the Tony Tornado's vlogs right now on Instagram, so on the YouTube channel. So my iPad is just about almost getting to 10%. It should be about battery shell should be dead. So I kind of want to be serious right now. I was wondered about Baywatch, a new trailer on 3 today for the last while ago. They're sending into there on the TV spots and clips and the full movies and the miscellaneous behind the scenes, gag rights, the bloopers, and deleted scenes on those about Paramount Pictures on presented new by the rock star and most honored the San Andreas Dwayne Johnson and Neighbors 2 and the Neighbors trilogy, Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising, and the director from San Andreas, Neighbors 2 from High School Musical, and Alexander Daddario on San Andreas for the Dwayne, and Percy Jackson, The Choice, Bake the Brooklyn, When We First Met, We Will Always Live in the Castle, Noma's upcoming movies, 20 movies on next month and 2018 next year, and Jackson's Chainsaw 3D, and Burying the X, and Auntie Yelton, rest in peace. So today's in my my gateway day. This is my this is what I get in my thirsty today. That's what I get in the stretch ups when I start for the running. So that frustrated woman just almost hit me with her car. She says, "What the fuck?" She's tiny bit yelling and or frustrating. I says, "I'm sorry. What the fuck? You need to watch where you're going. Just back up until 6 seconds." And she literally tried to back out there, and she can't back up. She literally tried to kill me, almost on when I'm running. So that's it about investigating about the police officers, and he has to go to jail. He has to go to jail when I died, and she needs to go to the murder. She stays in prison about 10 to 15 years. She's pretendedly she has to move out of her way while she's driving back to with the reverse, and she is gonna have to backing up about 6 seconds until she goes to the forward. She has to drive for the 3 point D. So I had to hold them with the hands out there, and the single and double to the two hands should be about the triple and quad, while she holding around about the cars and traffic right there. When you're on the outdoor running, so just look to the right or left behind you, and the forest straight, and just be careful where you can. There's a lot of traffic out there, so make sure it be waited about 2 seconds when you're running with the high knees, when you boost it, and go for it as much as you really can. So they wanted to know to make sure very careful and be safe. Right? So announcement for you today. So one of the things of the first last trailer would be about the 3 mentor with that, as mostly half of the Baywatch 2017 at the March 22nd, 2017. So Zac Efron, Dwayne Johnson, Alessandra Daddario, Elvin Hadra, Kelly Wubash, and John Bass are pranking on Chopra, and all of the characters, all the characteristics, all of the rumors that they're doing it. Those are the watching. They're sort of bad guys doing the drugs, dead people's under the waters, murderers, whatever. Who goes ever anywhere about the drink someone else. But the one we have about the trailers thing, she has a very celebrity and sex. She is hibernating. She is about playing. She is about booty. She is showing the booties out with the almost bottomless. She was hotter. She was three. She was four. Was hotter than about the three guys. He works out about every month ago to 6 months, and about with Zach and Alessandra, she works out for the Murphy's Fitness on Miami, Florida, and she plays Summer Quinn and C.J. Parker and Stephanie Houghton and Ronnie, Mitch, and Matt was considerations wasn't the same. Also, we do something is awful today. It's very awful today. Was it happening about very most workout issues? She was a love of those interesting about Summer, and Stephanie was almost hitting Brody was getting out of there. She punched Matt down with a boat. He towards the ground, but he says, "I'm look like the Matt Damon." He attacked by the back. He attacked one of black guy. He hits his head. He punches his head behind it with his right hand. Boom. Now he starts to punch it. He was kidnapping, and they can't find Brody. He's got arresting for the one of the reasons that about very bad idea was about turning up for the 6 lifeguards. The team is elite. Dwayne says, and the narrator just says during those trailers today on December 2016, and now it's a Super Bowl day, and the March 22nd, and the three most of the half issues. That's the third trailer. Bury most of the news of the day. Or she said, "You just look good for her boobs." He said, he's scarce enough. But she says, not in here. Her face pointed out with the 2 fingers says, "Right here." Oh yes, you should look at her. You should look at his face. You just look at my face. She says. She replied happily. Sort of. He just looking up for the boobs inappropriately. She laughs a little bit, and she works to the lifeguards during the training, and exercising when she's running, surfing, and doing the punching training, and push-ups and dips and sit-ups. Just to mention, and Camille wants it about every three girls on together, and 3 boys, every most together, on around. A lot of there's about 300 people, and around 300 people circling around the at the Olympics on the Baywatch. Once a week ago, they know how much about each of you, how much of each other. For one of them about the Kellys just look up for herself by Ronnie just looks to his booties on her bikini. She's pretty hot. She hears the different hottest things around the maximum about last 3 years. When Alex seems to look same thing alike about celebrity, almost naked in showering, bathtub, and swimminations. She knows about three of them about the celebrities about problems, and she worried about every most of the photo shoot I ever have been I ever wanted to do is say she is pretendedly eligible hot, and he talks slowly, and he's going to hide and seek with his mission, with Matt, Summer, and Mitch just hiding into the dead man, and they're dripping like the liposuction and liquid. There was a fat man. He was said. He yells. He's getting out of here. He's slipping, falling down from the dead cover, and he tries to spray and drink. He tries to spray in the mouth. It's pretty awkward. It's pretty funny. Funny scenes and new sending to the funny moments in these movies about September 2017, and we send it to the Blu-rays on September 27, 2019, and together on Baywatch on May 26, 2017, with the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Tales on 153-minute running time. Is the Black Pearl is still on the bottle, and she gets out of the bottle from the Blackbeard, and welcome back to the seven seas of the ocean, Black Pearl. And Queen Anne's Revenge, captained by Hector Barbosa, claimed the ship from the Blackbeard from the Fountain of Youth for the last 10 years. He has the Barbosa's peg leg with his right side. The under there, he was walking with the stick, walking with for one crutches with the stick. Whether every pirate legged man was insanity about 70, 60, and about almost at about 80 years old. Barbosa was about privateer. When the Salazar is all about the ghost ships on the ships, the Silent Mary, he disappears about most 40 years in the 1930s. But I'm gonna have to erase it about Pillow stories at about mid 1720s. One of them thinking about Jack Sparrows, who was disappointed there about attack on the pirate fleet, attack on the British warship on the HMS Victory. That was what you saying. Attack on the pirate ship, the White Sails. Capture of the Queen Anne's Revenge sometimes, and Silence Man not gonna break it to the Revenge. Bob was gonna have to the Mad. He gets on the board and capturing the pirates. He gets free to go, and he gets back on the red sails on the ships. With things about the pirate ships about the black on the Barbosa's Jolly Watcher was from the Blackbeard's flag. When the red sail was a half about the light and brown orange, the wood, all the way up to about 48, about 65 feet tall. 165 feet tall on the Queen Anne's Revenge, same as the Black Pearl, was about 165 feet tall. Was the same ship, about the same 32 cannons on it on the Pearl. Revenge has it about the 30 cannons and 2 Greek fires, and it seems looks like about take away from about the 8 cannons for 38 to 30. Well, that's the word they promised there. There's under there the deck. There's a lot about 6. There's a lot of 15s on it, and could be included. It could be want to include it 15 more, and total would be about 30s and more about the countering fire for the British and Spanish, Dutch and French, and defending on the pirate ships. Also, we have about here is the Flying Dutchman, living from the land of the dead. Captain Will Turner is the captain from the Davy Jones. His father, Booster Bill Turner, his son Henry, and his wife Elizabeth Swan. Here she has his father. She died and killed by the Ann Mercer with his pistol here, or maybe she cuts with a sword, stab it. Kind of like to be dead so soon, and he wasn't a bit solid. He was a bit solid right now. Considerations are being mankind. One thing about the 4 pirate ships all we have here is the Black Pearl, Queen Anne's Revenge. What is it? The same ship. Knows it about the same thing. Which is the twins, Flying Dutchman. It knows of the 52 cannons, and Empress has it. Elizabeth Swan was a new captain, and helping sunk by the waterfall into Davy Jones' locker. He was sunk. Maybe Empress should be okay. One for all the pirate ships was all of the bottles out for the Blackbeard's cabin. It was about shrunken bottles of about a long time ago. That was in the mid 1748s, and the mystery aftermath from the quest for the Fountain of Youth. And the new quest should be about the Detritus Poseidon on the Deadman Town of Tales. Considerations about living into Devil's Triangle into the clouds like the underworld. It looks like it about every most a 9-minute while ago. Well, it seems looks at about ain't about the time, seems different, and no more such things about every momentarily whatever whoever should goes take about finding for Jack Sparrow. And Karina Smith and the Black Pearl was the same about the 3 things about the finding there about Sea Witch. She sings it all go finish Farahana. She is 34. She is 30 years old. She's gonna be about 34. It was kind of to be like it about Pirates and Midway, and in the mid 1760s, when Jack, Henry, and Karina was escaping from, and the Nassau was in the town, that a lot of British soldiers was chasing the pirate, and Karina was hanging by the neck and tell her that he saves her. She's saved by Henry, and she takes out. They just escaped, and that a lot of them, and find the way to Sparrow. When Karina swam straight to the beach, and Salazar's crew was running straight under the water. No, just as top of the oceans, they run with the water on it. They're just having the literally just running and splashing, just considerations about did to me. He just find a way to Pearl just the last time, and he fights in the night just about storms coming. What souls about some almost communicating, and seemingly looks same thing about a minute ago. For things about it sometimes about the Pearl against the Silent Mary, when attack on the Silent Mary, was it the same thing about the pirate issues? The one half of the chasing Jack Sparrow from the Ghost crew, was it there about destroying to defeat Salazar? All the things in the most in child nations, when he was the first time he's going back to the new pirate ship, was it a different ones about the evil help for the Pearl. This is the Flying Dutchman. It's back. Captain William Turner. He helps for Jack Sparrow from Salazar's ship, and he gets ready for fire and destroy the ship. And when the ghost ship was destroyed, he goes back to the sunk into the ocean floor into wreck. So when the Queen Anne's Revenge was here, not the sunk, no gun, and just like the Pearl did, was the same ship. I noticed the pirate crew member, and all the ghost ships was destroyed and died. They was every most humanity when Barbossa was back in their pirate ship. He goes with pirate suits on, and from the privateers, in scenes about who worked at about privateer from London, England, about 10 years ago. For one problem there, so we can understand where he's saying everything. So we know, and same thing like the different about the pirate ships. Also we have to hear of the creatures there. There's a ghost sharks there, great white, hammerhead, and no ghosts, and the whales on it, and the whales has a no ghost on it. There's the monkey, and the cotton's parrot, and horse, and the unit jack here. Also we did have here about the creatures here about try to Poseidon, as knows about the monkey, a horse, and unit jack, a whale, as a ghost great white and hammerhead shark. What's a commentarily is also we did have a transformator for the ghost monsters and the ghost mammals swims around under the water. And when the ghost ships just run out the water on it, just run with the water on it, just like the track did. And there seems one of the capturing, as Karina did, Henry did, or Henry or Jack was going back for the pearl. Probably he did to here. They did with a chic purpose. And then completely, when after that, Salazar was dead, and Silent Mary was sunk, and they have it going back to continue about Elizabeth to see his mom was, her son Henry was gonna have to see his mom was played by Keira Knightley, was Elizabeth's one Camille Rumor, was a consideration where she wanted to able to see she lived so about 10 years to retiring. She has to go back for the new piracy and about the Empress. She knew has it about enjoy your time, and they wanted to unite it back to about Pirates of the Caribbean 6, Hoist the Colors. So today's the day, a pirate's life for me, and the fifth one should be about Salazar Revenge. The Capitan Salazar Revenge as Amanda Salazar. He was born in the 1680s, and he died about the 1760s. And if you enjoy your time, so continue to send it to the TV spots. Wait it until about April 5th, 2017. If you watch it, so if they're on Wednesday, April 5th, 2017, TV spots coming out of the day, all the news. So Baywatch should be about all the TV spots coming out on April 5th too, 2017. So weekend the following by the Baywatch and Pirates of the Caribbean Demon Town of Tales. So every most memorable about Disney's and Jerry Bright comic films, Paramount Pictures, presented new by two movie theaters, most new by Baywatch. That's the first one, and the second one is Pirates of the Caribbean 5th, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and Jack Sparrow on the Black Pearl, and Hector Barbossa on the Queen Anne's Revenge, and Will Turner's on the Flying Dutchman, Queen Smith and Henry Turner's on the Diangle, which is a sometimes, and Josh Me Gibbs, Marty, and Scrum, and the best friend, and all of the crews here, and Patel is not on the 5th today. We're sorry about the two problems there, and Elizabeth Smalls on the Khmer Rumor today, just like they mentioned sometimes. she was to have to see the third movie was imagination about the Jack Ryan with Jack Ryan with Chris Pine. Was it about? She is about the new about crush. I meant about the 10 years. 10 years. The scenes about also the Marines. Seems something so much appreciated about minute and about also we do have here. No such things about not on a minute ago. Also we do have here as it here. We comment today as the first one and first and second in the Baywatch 2017. Pirates of the Caribbean 5th coming out this May 26th. Baywatch and Pirates together. So don't forget to subscribe to more content. Follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Vine, Situation, and Gaming Channel, Shark Store. I'm in New Jersey State. Culture Story Talk. Hang out on some timeline here on the Play Stores. Follow links in the description here on McJugger Nuggets, Big Brother, Joey Star Barber, Kid Behind the Camera, Bridget West, The Angry Grandpa Show, Grandma's Corner, Pisaka Dad, Larry Slam Show, Bum, and Melissa, Pisaka Mom, Pisaka Aunts and Uncles, and Manicorn, Jerry, Crocodile Buzz, Tony Tornado Floss, and a Crazy Boyfriend, Crazy in Love, then the Managing Show, Woman Edwards, Wings, Team Creed, Reagan Dad, and Both Squad, Derek Diesel Dated Fossilita, Life of Moko and Boo, Cubic Guy, The Cubic Guy Life, Horrible Gamer, Space Jam Goddess, Nest Boog, The Boog Show, Cadaver Stringer with Mary with their kids, and BF vs. GF, Prank vs. Prank, Joshua Dorothy, Xiaomi TV, Ellie Giles, Nana Giles, and Ben Phillips, Justin the Ben Furlander, Kay Upton, and Zac Efron, John Bass, Kelly Woodboss, Elvis Hedra, and Dwayne Johnson, Alessandra Daddario, Topic Forever, Alex Anna, Logan Lerman, Brandon T. Jackson, Larry Rambin, Jim Perrick, Ellie Wood, Jake Aba, Douglas Smith, Douglas Booth, Israel Miller on Justice League today, coming out this today for Balin Fleck, Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, and Henry Cavill, and Scott Eastwood on completed the Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie, Will Smith, Viola Davis, Joe Courtney, and Delia and Kita and LJ, and excuse me, Joe Kamen and Jay Hernandez, and Amy Adams, and Diane Lane, Kevin Costner just mentioned, Lawrence Fishburne, and Perry White, and Michael Kelly, Michael Shannon, Russell Crowe, Ayala Silver, and Jason Momoa here. So don't forget all to subscribe here. It's about a day. So we heard about it a subscriber day on Tony's vlogs right now. So don't forget to subscribe today to watch it on the Baywatch on 2 minutes and 57 seconds. You guys wanted to watch this if you're free to death. So don't forget. It's so great to see you guys. Tomorrow's my new videos every day. Don't forget to keep it rich, mateys.